Got a new refrigerator. So when spent the money, like, and you know what? This is the deal. This is just observation from an old dude. Everything has gotten bigger. You know what I mean? And that doesn't necessarily mean better. I rented, like, I was, yeah, I don't think you were the pilot. I rented a U-Haul, right? And it was just a pickup truck. And this thing is massive. It's a pickup truck. It's a Silverado, for God's sakes, right? And it's not better. It's just bloated. You know what I mean? It's and I was impressed how nice it was. I mean, it only had 3,000 miles on it. It was super clean. It drove well, but it was massive. And it's the same thing with the refrigerator. I'm going with the LG, and I'm going to probably do like almost all LG. The oven, it's got one of those wall ovens at the apartment, and it's an older GE, but it's really cool. I mean, it must have been really top of the line at the time, and I've used it a couple times. Works great. The dishwasher. Good morning, Carla. We're ready to rock and roll. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make this week our biatch, aren't we? Make that happen, right? Which one are we going to do? We're going to do the 5, or are you going to keep going east? I guess we're going to keep going east. All right. I was going to say, let's see how the IFB holds up over by the 210. And also remember, we're using Wilson, so if we get too far to the north off of the 210, we're going to have problems. All right, the 134 and the 2. All right. And then the plan kind of work our way backwards. Yeah. Maybe try to get in through Hollywood over Silver Lake. No, a no-go? We can try. All right. And then we'll see what it looks like once we're up closer. Anyway, the dishwasher. Anyway, the microwave went out like right away. It really did break, so I replaced that. Yeah, I replaced that, and then I got the matching refrigerator, and it's just. I mean, is it nice? Yeah, it's nice. But it's just giant. It's like why does I know we're going to start with the 134. 134 through Eagle Rock with a little bit of sunrise. I'm going to call it Monday Light. Pardon me? Yeah, it's just when we get up over by we can try it. I just gotta switch mountaintops. It's not a big deal. Well, right now we'll stay in Wilson. We'll figure out where we're going after this. One thirty, 134, 134, 134 Eagle Rock. They can bump it up a little bit more. I don't know. I guess. Hey, happy Monday to you too, Maria. And you know, you guys talking about all those fall colors. Take a look at that. A little bit of orange out there as the pre-sunrise is happening. You know what? Why are we trying to rush into October? Let's just enjoy some of this September. And you know what else you can enjoy while we're enjoying some more September? Oh, take a look at that. I'm going to call that Monday light for sure. Skyfox taking off from Van Nuys, making our way over to here to Eagle Rock. That's the 134. Those headlights, those are going to be the westbound lanes, and it is moving along super well. People are going to say, well, Stu, the 134 usually looking good. Yeah, but you know what? On our way here, the 101, the 405 even, still looking light this morning through the Sepulveda Pass. So if you get out on the road, enjoy that Monday light, as it is going to probably start getting busier as the morning goes on. But right now, most of these freeways wide open and moving well. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning. All right, let's go. You take me, and I'll make arrangements. Well, you're now wait. Okay. You want to try the 5 right now? All right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, look at that. Yeah. 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 Ooh. You know what? Love the CHP, but those guys have always, you know what? I they got to do like a little study. Those guys, they're quick. They're not quick to pull the trigger, but they let's just say they're in situations where shots are fired more than others. They don't mess around. That is the truth. They do not mess around. State. Could be. Could be. I just venture to say, you know, they are seem to be in more situations where they're confronted with suspects with weapons. Oh yeah, and if it ends up in the IE, come on, man. That's the wild, wild west. Yeah, that they don't. They do not. Right in Australia. Right. Right. Politics. Right. Right? Yeah, it is. That is a helipad. Wow. Just call it like it is there, buddy. Let's move around. Let's give these people a break down there. I don't know. Do you want to just try to push? Maybe we should have done that early on. You want to just try to push through to the east? Is it more open over there? Like, are we going to be able to take like the 605 south? Right. So we can't go south. Right. So then let's just stay here, unless I don't. Yeah. Yeah, so we're definitely not going to be able to get to the Union. What about even Glendale seems to be under the clouds right now too, because I had something in Glendale. The Alex Theater, I wanted to take a peek at that. It's like downtown Glendale. Let's see, let me see if I got enough internet to get an address. And good morning, everybody. I'm just kind of getting on. Stu, what? My go-to cologne. I am a very much a au naturel. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. My dad used to wear 4711, which I don't dislike, and I might wear if I had to wear something, just as a nod for my dad. But yeah, I'm au naturel. Axe, and not even the spray. Let's new tab. Alex Theater. Come on, Glendale, 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 Alex Theater. There it is. 216 North Brand. Come on, man. Yeah. Brand's a big one. I think they park the floats out front of that, the Alex Theater when they're done with the. It's definitely behind. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, it's off to the right. Yeah, definitely can see it. Let's see if it's lit up. I mean, maybe they kept the lights on. Maybe they knew we were coming. Like Motel 6, we'll keep the light on for you. Hey, I'm Tom Bodette. No, you're not. No, I'm not. Wrist prompts, Costco Repol. I didn't get what it was. Just looked up at the screen. does not look lit up unless it's on the other side of the street, or maybe we're one street over. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's green. Yeah, that might be it. Maybe the dot's in the wrong spot. No, Brand's a big one. Yeah, that's it. I guess it's not lit up. But I still don't see it. Oh, there it is. That's it. Yeah, it's not lit up. Bastards. Well, maybe we can show back up when the sun rises. Now we know where it is. What makes this one nifty is, you know, the theater was built back in like the 30s. And then like in the 50s or the 40s, there was like the big marquee and the neon. So they added that. They basically, you know, they basically made the courtyard. A little bit of history. Look, there's a marquee back here too, so next time. Well, I mean, that might be, well, it's, you know what, it does, you know, it might be a good idea. Well, I'm not going to poo-poo it right off the box. I think that'd be a good idea. Well, they don't call it the Chinese. No, they do call it Chinese still. Yeah, the big ones. The Union one, the one that I wanted to take a look at, is like it still plays a certain type of movie there, and it is the oldest operating theater in Los Angeles. That's the one that I wanted to go look at. And then there's a grotto in Altadena that is on my list for this week also. But, you know, and again, it's like not that I'm not religious, but because I know that I'm speaking to an audience also, and I don't want you guys to, you know, not that you guys do. For the most part, nobody does. But, you know, there's always somebody out there that's going to jump to some kind of weird conclusion. So I always have to do the disclaimers when I'm talking. But it's not that I'm not religious. I am. I just don't want people to think that maybe I'm jumping on a bandwagon or whatever. Anyway, it's a grotto that's really cool, has a lot of history, but it's also very religious, and it's in Altadena. It has a lot of really great history, but then again, too, what do I got? I got a minute to talk about it, you know? So, but anyway, let's push on. Let's go do traffic. We'll come back here when the sun comes up and we get some cakes on the griddle. Pardon me? I'm a hippie? I'm what? Oh, no, I'm not. Tibetan monk. I'm spiritual. That's pretty much really what I am. If you go by birth and all this other stuff, I guess I'm a non-practicing Lutheran. So Christian. Yeah, let's do the clouds for the next one. Yeah, our pretty picture has gone away. We just have the beacon atop the what is it? The Continental. What? Hey, Carla. 5 freeway going underneath the clouds, and you disappear in the Silver Lake area. 5 freeway, Silver Lake. Carla, what is this sudden interest in my location? I'm dying to know. Well, why? That's putting. It's just why? Why it just makes extra work? No, it makes extra work for you guys. All right. There you go. Giant bag at Aldi. Giant pickup trucks, giant refrigerators. Everything's got to be huge. Why? Somebody should pick that album up once it drops. Don't leave it on the floor. And you must go watch it, yeah, or you will be discredited. What is that? Something else is peekabooing. Oh, that's probably the bank building. Used to be the tallest building, but now with the beacon. Oh, no, I care. I care about all things Fox. I just feel bad that somebody has to do extra work, you, in this matter and point. Opportunity. Good morning, Maria. Yeah, 20 minutes. We'll still be here. I'm sure we will, and we're going to keep an eye on that. Take a look at that cloud cover. It is beautiful up here, and I know we're paid to do traffic, so we're going to do a little of that as well. Take a look at that. Now, that's going to be right about the Silver Lake area. You can't see it, but the 2 freeway right in there where those thick clouds start to happen, that's going to be the 5 that we're looking at down there in the Silver Lake area northbound. Those are the headlights. Southbound, well, come on now. That's going to be the tail lights. Now, it is moving along super well. Definitely going to be Monday lights still, and I can tell you that the freeway, the 110 is down there as well. From the 110 to the 134, you're doing freeway speeds or better. So it is a definitely good drive out there, and a lot of the other freeways moving along very well still at this hour. So get out there, get to where you need to be on time. It's going to be a great Monday. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Where are we going now? We got very limited. Valley. The Valley Chopper. The chopper from the valley. Totally for sure. Whatever. It's too early for decisions. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Delta. Good morning, everybody. Morning, kids. LA Capitan. Wait a minute. We have a Snickers ad? I want a Snickers ad. Is that what was on the YouTube? My weekend was short and busy. I need a weekend. I need a real vacation. I need a 4-dayer. Gary, how could you forget Gary Sunken? We have a Snickers ad instead of Sky Tracker. That's a trade-off. Hey, good morning, Freddie. Freddie out there. Freddie. Good. Were you sending us somewhere, or were you just saying good morning? Uh-oh. I think we lost the IP. Oh, you know what? They're going to lose our picture. Son of a gun. Yeah, we can't hang out here because we're using Wilson. Let's as fast as we can to the north, and when we get our picture back, I'll talk. Yes. Now let's switch over because we're going to wind up, if the weather holds like this, we're going to wind up going back over there, and I just don't want to have problems. Saddle it is. I'm not sure what the back arrow is. I'll call you on the FM. 054, 054, saddle, 054, saddle, 054. Let's do the 170 just so we can stay. Cool, thank you. What? Freddie, I heard something, CBS. 632, perfect. It'll be the 170, what is this? Is this NoHo? Sun Valley, where it is sunny, and we are in a valley. Aptly named. My milkshake brings all the news to the yard. Hey, Carla, it's going to be the 170 in the beautiful Sun Valley area. Beautiful. It's beautiful up here. Very beautiful. You're welcome. At least we get to chat more. See? Look at the positives. Believe me, I never did. Let's see, do we have enough down there to grab a white balance? Yes, Stu, like right before your traffic hit, let's try to grab a white balance. Yeah, sounds like a plan. We're in CL. CL loves me. Even though it's looking a little blue, looks a little yeller. Oh, everybody's going to hate me for that. Trust me, it'll be fine. Don't worry. No, we didn't lose our signal. We'll be back up in a second. I'm just trying to get the camera to look good. CBS, don't freak out. Fox, don't freak out. There we go. Still, should try to grab another white balance before we leave. Doesn't it look a little yellow? You know, Maria, I am that guy that when I'm off work, I am off work. You know what? Any kind of traffic, if I wasn't in it, you know what? I didn't know about it. I can guarantee you that. And I spent a lot of time at the apartment. So, yeah, I missed out on all that traffic backup. But you know what looks great? Is this one. This is going to be the 170. Skyfox kind of limited to where we can go this morning, but you don't put us in a corner. I'll tell you that. Sun Valley is what we're looking at. The 170 is where we're at, and it is moving along super well from the 5 down to the 134, 101 split. Look at that, north and southbound. And I understand even that usual slowing on the southbound lanes, where usually on the brakes right about Sherman Way, not happening this morning. Definitely Monday light. Don't know why, but let's enjoy it while we can. That 170, if that's your drive, you got it made, north or southbound. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Don't go anywhere. Oh, CBS. Shucks. They might have already taken us. I hear. Yeah, that's more glue. They must have already taken us. Wait. What is that? Don't take Tylenol? What are these? Really? Oh, during. Wow, that's brutal. Dump all your Tylenol stock. Yeah, why not? I don't know why everything looks yellow. What's the name of that band that sings that song? And it was all yellow. Coldplay. Well, Panic at the News Desk. Is that a new band? If we can get there in time. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Definitely. Let's do the 118. Definitely. Any way you want. Any way you want it. That's the way you need it. Lunar. I don't think whatever glitches we were having, that was my fault, and it should be all fixed. Yeah, I see it. Tracking Skyfox. Snickers. I wish it was Snickers the cat. That'd make me happier. What about aspirin? Can't you take aspirin for your high fever? I need additional guidance. I need all the guidance I can get. Man, they just had a picture of a super rusty car. You know that came from like the Midwest or East Coast. Freddie, I know you're super busy down there this morning, and we're limited to where we can go, but if you see a SIG alert or something, even though we can't see it, I can mention it. I don't want to be like all sunshine and happiness, and then people get over the hill and they're just on the brakes and stuck in traffic. Why is my helicopter so yellow this morning? What is going on? I hear if you take a lot of Cialis, everything, you have a possibility of your eyesight going blue. This isn't blue, this is yeller. Hey, Carla, 118 Porter Ranch. 118 Porter Ranch. Better? Is that better? Does that look more realistic? Or am I just fatigued? Morgen and Morgen. Guten Morgen. Mike, was that you? I saw somebody down there waving at us. Ratchet Gang says it still looks yellow. Hey, good morning, Maria. This traffic report brought to us by Morgan & Morgan. Take a look at that 118, and we're over Porter Ranch. Beautiful Porter Ranch. Let's take a look at some 118 drive. Now, those headlights, those are the coming from the Santa Susana Pass out of the Ventura into the LA County. Welcome, everybody, to LA. And the drive looking good. Now, the 118, that the portion that we've been seeing, is moving along super well. Clearly the opposite direction out of LA into Ventura. I hope you enjoy your trip over there. It is looking good as well. I'm just going to say that pretty much all the freeways in the valley looking fantastic. That 405 through the Sepulveda Pass starting to build up. Keep that one in mind. Let's take a look at some other traffic hotspots, shall we? Okay, stop that. Where are we going? Take me somewhere. Yeah, where else? Well, we could have done the 405. Let's keep the 405 for our piece de resistance. Always makes me think about the Lego movie. The piece of resistance. The cap for the crazy glue. What is going on here, y'all? What is happening? Why can't I see the chat? I want to see the chat. There is the chat. Vilsion, good morning and good morning, chat. What are you talking about, SWB? I do not understand what you are saying. Wo sind deine Papieren? Rod, I'm in for some cookies. What do we got to do? Doctor Strange stew. I like that, actually. Yes, we can go with Doctor Strange stew. What are we talking about? Sounds like somebody's doing a lot of resets on the IFB. Yeah, IFB. What is going on here? Who is this? What are you doing in my airspace? Yes. Yes. Doing the angry Red Baron fist right now at these guys. They were flying over the weekend. Do they usually fly on Sundays? I wonder what they got called into, because I saw them on Sunday. They were flying. Yeah, on call. Carla hasn't asked me. Now I'm starting to get worried. Let's talk about it. Starbucks today. It's like Starbucks every day. Are you kidding me? A day without Starbucks. Take down the competition. Was that competition? I thought that was like a flying porta potty. Oh, look at that. Now it's sunny. Dramatic. Let's put in a little ND and see what happens. That looks a little omnibus, doesn't it? Good morning, Maria. Yeah, those sunrises, always beautiful. Bright like your day, hopefully, and I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Take a look at that. That's going to be the 101. Tarzana is where we are. Headlights are going to be going out towards the Calabasas area from the 405. It is definitely starting to build. My Monday light quote, I'm going to start taking that back. Take a look at that. That's Tarzana. Those tail lights, those are going to be those southbound lanes on that 101 heading over to the 405. It is definitely starting to slow down out there. If that's part of your drive, definitely start thinking about giving yourself a little extra time, maybe more than you had on that Friday. So we want you to get to where you need to be on time. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Golden. Let's go. 405. 405. What 4? 405. I don't know. Clearly, we're going to take a look at the pass, but we could go a little bit north and look south. Can we get through it? Let's take a peek. Let's do it. Like Toe and Loke said, let's do it. Look at that. They're running off. Yep. It only looks really good when Marcel's in there in the back seat. Remember, they got we got all those noise complaints again. So, okay. Yeah, but still, every time he complains, it's logged, and that's what like city council's got. They're going to look at. They're not going to look at who's writing it or if it's legit or anything. Yes, please. That's what I said right from go. That's a Desmond thing. That's he apparently he's only doing it at night or on the weekends. So, ooh, even the pass. John will do it. I'm sure Justin will do it too if you're up or flying when it happens on the weekend. Sepulveda Pass and Sepulveda Boulevard looking a little backed up as well. When I was a teenager, I drove my Pinto through the car wash with the windows down on purpose. It was fun. No, it was just being a kid. Got clouds up high, got clouds down low. What do you know? If you want to live here, you have to ride. Yeah. Look at that. Even Avatar has a German accent. It's genetics. A wall of clouds, yeah? Oh, jolly, I wish. I can only wish. I can only wish. You know what? They wouldn't even have to pay me. I'm being serious. Maybe just a nod. Maybe if they just were like, yo, Stu. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Maybe they want some nasally pursuit calling in the GTA. Write them in all caps email. They can pay me the dollar, the obligatory dollar. With clouds? Clouds up high, clouds down low? No. 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 They're like, there's too much stew in it already. Carla, Tuesday will be better. Maybe we should do like a Bluetooth thing so I can type in my own locations. Stu Mundel, back of Skyfox. Clouds up high, clouds down low. Traffic's moving slow. Soup's on. Cerritos Auto Square. Dylan, what do you think of Volvos? Oh, your mom's drives one. Well, what about like what's the big one? The V90, V90 wagon. Wagons are cool, aren't they? Nah, I don't want the SUV. The interiors are nice, right? I just, it's just like they do the small engine with the turbo. It's like I like, you clearly, I like Benz, right? and it's like I stay like it. You know, let's be real. I mean, it's affordability as well, but I stay away from the newer Benzes, even the wagons, because it's like, oh, we got that 4-cylinder twin turbo, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, dude, you're basically saying that it's a disposable car. That's what I hear. That's what I hear when they say things like that. It's not built to last, right? If it's gonna last, it's gonna cost you because you're gonna have to rebuild the turbos. You're gonna have to, the motor, and it's just like, eh, eh. I mentioned a couple of times, and the reason why is because, it's like I kept saying, it's like I'm not going to buy a Tesla, but it's, I was looking at the Polestars online. Man, they gotta up their battery game. 250 miles. And that's the advertised, so really it's probably like 200 or. Right. And that's the thing. So it's like, I mentioned it out loud, said it out loud. I'm thinking about the Tesla, and I got the no. And I'm like, I think it'll be a good commuter car. Keep the Benz for the weekends, She's getting old. Right. I still think they're going to have good deals even afterwards. I got to stay frosty. I hear Maria. Hey, good morning, Maria. When's it all going to end? I mean, all I'm worried about is the clouds. We got clouds down low, and we got clouds up high. The ones up high, I'm all about. The ones down low, making my job difficult. But anyways, good morning, everybody. Let's take a look at that 405 drive, Sky Fox over the Sepulveda Pass. It's a difficult place for us to be. Probably getting a lot of all caps emails right now about us waking up the rich people. Let's take a look at that 405 drive. That's the southbound lanes right there. Now, this is where it opens up, and it definitely becomes a better drive. Everybody's getting off at Sunset. I think that seems to be a big part of the problem. Now, you're on the brakes from about Burbank, very slow and go this morning through that Sepulveda Pass. We also took a peek at Sepulveda Boulevard. Some people just like to take that extra drive, maybe a little bit longer. I agree. Sometimes it's just nice not to be on the freeway, but this morning it's going to be you and a lot of other people. It seems to be slow as well. Northbound, do I even have to mention it? Take a look at that. From West LA all the way out to the end of the 405. Looks like a fantastic drive. Sending it back to everybody at the studio, and good morning. Let's get out of here. What up, sir? I'm well. I am well. That's you, Robert, right? You're super low. That's the reason why I know it's you. Hey. Yeah, I hear you now. A little better. You got to yell into that mic. I miss my Roberto time. You got to call me. Got nothing to talk about. Right? You went again? I got to give it a shot. Well, that was the problem right there. There you go. Now that's the piece of the story that we needed to hear. That's the reason why they got shot. Dude, what is wrong with these kids? 17 years, the shooting, that CHP shooting. They were all 17. Got out of the car and started shooting at officers. That was the one that they were talking about earlier on. The CHP one up on over in Upland. No, the one, nobody died. Nobody died. Nobody died. It turned out to be an engagement ring. I'm not sure if it's Bill, because if it is Bill, then we are not coming back till 30. If it's not Bill, they might squeeze us in at 15. You wanna see what the Alex Theater looks like right now? Maybe it's sunny enough. It's under the clouds. Oh, never mind then. Of course, they're only going to prescribe what is FDA approved. Why would they do anything different? Please. Oh, looks like an angry jack-o'-lantern. Check it out. You got like the eyes, kind of nose, and then like the yellow. Yeah. Ah. Yes, yes, a little of the orange. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. And how was that? Very, very big. Delta, I'm with you. Let's see if we can make that happen. Uh-oh. Who's texting me? Oh. 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 Well, at least we're flying. Think how bored we'd be just hanging out in the hangar. I'm starting to fall into that. It's better not to leave the house because every time you leave the house, you're spending a crap load of money. You know? Sunday I did a little bit of running errands and stuff. And, you know, definitely, I mean, it's all involved buying things, but it's just like everything's so freaking expensive. I definitely like being back in downtown, though. I know a lot of people are like, believe me, I am happy. Sundays are the best. Yes. I get up, I do my stuff. You know, there's very light traffic. The city is, it's a different place, you know. I'm hitting I'm going, the Ralph's that's near me, love the Ralph's that's near me, you know, off of 8th Street or 9th Street. It's actually on 9th Street, I think, 9th and Flower. But I went to the 3rd and La Brea one, which is nice, you know. It's a great drive out there, relaxing. Like again, Sunday, very little traffic. Wilshire Boulevard, yeah, you got to go through MacArthur Park, but you know what? Hold your breath. And then after that, it's just, it's, you know, the city's nice when it doesn't have people in it. then I did the went back through Hollywood. Hit Tartine, my bakery. Went to the Home Depot in Hollywood. Bowling. How you a good bowler? That's pretty decent. Lucky strike. Okay. Huh. Not a lot of spin. Oh. Hey, good morning, Maria. Weren't sure if you're coming to us or not, so I was just kind of keeping an eye on the roadway. Taking a look at that 101 drive. Now we're going to be in the beautiful city of Studio. That would be Studio City. And taking a look at those headlights. Now those are going to be the southbound going into the Cahuenga Pass. I'm going to do a little tricky shot here. Last time I tried it, we lost the signal. Woo! Hope everybody took their Dramamine for that one. And now we're going to take a look at the ride into the Sepulveda Pass. It is actually, I'm sorry, the Cahuenga Pass. It actually is looking okay. A little slow and go as you're making your way over the hill, but once you get into the Hollywood area, it's a go till you get to about Vermont, and then it's a little bit slow again over to the 110. Now, if it's northbound your drive coming out of the city into the valley, look at that. Wide open on this side of the hill. Through the Silver Lake area, though, the northbound lane's going a little slow coming away from the 110, but for after that, once it opens up, and it stays a nice drive on those northbound 101 lanes. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. I guess it's not Bill today. There's a lot to the bowling with the where you're bowling at. And I think the lack, you know, kind of like, how can I word it? It people don't care anymore. That's kind of what it is. So the standards, the standards have changed, you know, and now there isn't really a standard. And it's like you said, the whole having them on on strings, and it makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference. Right? Yeah, you wouldn't be holding a tournament there ever. Right. Right. I don't know. Yeah, but let's not get too far into the past because then we'll start losing the IFB. Let's just kind of go out towards Whiteman and look to the north on the 5. Pardon me? Oh, I used to love bowling. Bowling was I actually bought I actually had my own ball and everything. Um, no, but I thought about it. That is from Kingpin. Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about getting something sweet like that. Hang on, I got to mute my mic just for a second. I got to give Dylan a little bit of inside information and stuff that I don't want to share with everybody. And so, she, oddly enough, before she got into that, her father kind of was, according to her, kind of pushed her into bowling, and she was really good at it. Apparently, left-handed, and was like really, truly kind of setting up to be a professional bowler. And so at that time too, I mean, that's not why we met or anything, but so that coupled with the fact that I like to go bowling, we would go bowling, and then I would take Sabrina with me, my youngest daughter, and she's also left-handed. So she would wind up, she got a lot of tips from her how to bowl. And to this day, she's still an amazing, Sabrina is like this amazing bowler, you know? And it was funny because I just recently filled her in, you know, with some of the other details, and she was just like, oh my God, that is hilarious, you know? But yeah, she still bowls today, Sabrina, and she's still really, really good at it, and she's left-handed. I'm more of what you were talking about earlier on. I'm more of the just sling it down the lane and create havoc and try to knock down all the pins, you know. I'm not this, you know, put a spin on it, I'm going to do this curve and try to hit it from this angle, to, you know, because I guess that's the deal, right, is you're supposed to have that curve and it's supposed to hit it kind of from the, like making a left turn into the pins. Right. Okay. Right. Wait, somebody's Freddie, what's up? Yeah, it's right here. We just passed it. 13,000 Chandler. 13,000, not 100. It's behind us. We got to make a U-turn. Bam! Oh no, it's right ahead of us. Is that possible? That's Chandler? Oh yeah, there's the 170. My bad. I'm glad I typed it in. Montague Charter? What's going on at Montague Charter? Pardon me? Is that Chandler? That's not Chandler. That's Rincon. This doesn't make sense. What did I just do? 13,000 Chandler is behind us. I don't know. I don't know what this freaking machine is doing. My bad. Oh, you think that's what I did? Yeah, it's behind us. I knew it was behind us. I was like, what is that? Yeah, Chandler Boulevard's like, yeah, it parallels Burbank. It's over by the 101. Sorry, man. I kind of knew it was behind us. I said it was behind us. So you grew up in the valley. You drove on Chandler all the time. I know, I know. There were some cute twins then from high school that lived out. Yes, I know. Others do, I know. You don't have to keep mentioning all this stuff. Who is Celeste and what happened to Celeste? Determined for heart risk. I'm pointing at my pinky. What does that mean? Yeah. How hard are we trying? Freddie, what are we looking at for the at 13,000 Chandler? That's pretty significant. I don't think a helicopter can get here from LAPD, but okay. All right, that is 13,000. We'll look for police activity. The police. And then also we don't know if it's on the east or west side, but we are here. Look for police cars. Wonder if that's going to be Van Nuys division or NoHo. Got it. We're on it. 13,904. Chandler. Well, that's a mile away. That's probably a reason why we're not seeing anything. Let's go find that one. Yeah, let's go there. That's definitely going to be Van Nuys. Under the trees. That's right by Hazeltine. Remember those twins? Yes, I remember the twins still. My God. Sure they don't live here anymore. You got it? Oh, right there. Yeah. 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 She doesn't look like a suspect. No, no, just stay here. Let's just keep doing the orbit, but keep kind of make it quick. Hopefully we'll get the front of the building. Hang on, I got to find this on the scanner. See if we can get something on this. Everything's set up for all the cool stuff that happens at night. We're coming up, just so you know. Yeah, that's Van Nuys. Eastbound lanes, right? Shots fired into a residence in a very nice neighborhood. Sherman Oaks. Copy, thank you. There's some serious incident happening out here. Sherman Oaks is going to be off of Chandler Boulevard, right near Ranchito. Think Hazeltine. That's going to be Van Nuys LAPD, Van Nuys division of the LAPD down there. Now, we understand nobody's been injured, but what exactly happened out here, they're still trying to figure that out. You see that home there behind those trees? Well, apparently shots were fired at the home, in the home. There were shots fired in this area. 911 call, and then, of course, a number of officers arriving out here. They are taking this very, very seriously because they just don't know where that suspect may be. Now, the homeowners out front talking to LAPD and exactly what happened, they're going to work that out. But right now, officers have the eastbound lanes of Chandler shut down. You're right about the Hazeltine area. If this is your drive this morning, might create some little bit of issues. The other lanes, the westbound, they're still wide open. But again, we don't hear any injuries, but definitely shots fired at this home in the Sherman Oaks area. LAPD on scene. Investigation just kicking off. I'm Stu up in Skyfox, sending it back to y'all in the studio. Thanks, Freddie. You broke the monotony, but what do you want us to stay or? Okay. Stay for right now. Yeah, definitely. Thanks. Hang on. They're talking about diverting traffic. I just want to hear this real quick. They're just talking about basically what we just said. They want to shut it down at Hazeltine. They're making their way in. Slow it up, slow it up, slow it up, slow it up. Oh, we lost the IFB. Skyfox, TOC, we did lose the IFB. Did lose the IFB. Thank you. It's coming back right now. Got it. Thank you. Yeah. Just follow the money. Just follow the money. That's it. Well, let's see. Wow, I like the background. All right, we got sponsored coming up. I'm going to use Chandler as my traffic. Let's see, did they block the other way? They did not. So let's set it up so that we can kind of see the house, but more of Chandler Boulevard, please. He's checking his Fox app. I'm just like, wow, I didn't know who Julia Fox is, but she's attractive. The foosball. Hey, and this traffic report brought to us by Jacoby and Myers, injury lawyers. Skyfox doing a little traffic breaking news. That's going to be Chandler Boulevard. Now, they are going to close down the eastbound lanes at Hazeltine. If this is your drive this morning, you might want to kind of consider this. This may be going on for a while. Police activity at this home. Apparently shots fired. Right now, officers on that property looking to see if they can find that gunman and exactly what happened. Chandler, right now, still open eastbound, but they are talking about closing it down at Hazeltine. Let's take a look at some other traffic hotspots, shall we? All right. Let's get out of here. We still can't get into, oh no, I can see it. It got worse. Glendale. Man, Christian's going to be mad. Christian going to be mad. Yeah, 405. Christian going to be mad. Sorry, Christian. Maybe they'll let us fly at 11. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Okay. I don't know, something cheap. Huh? No. They're stupid expensive though. Those are like 100 grand. And what's funny is the Polestar, the one that I like, is the coupe, and that thing also is like crazy expensive. That's a $90,000, you know, huh? That's what I saw on the internet. I went to Polestar, and that I think is actually either it's like old stock or it's used. I'm not 100% on that because I went to the Polestar website because I think it was a 22 and they wanted like 90 grand. And that's, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I mean, you're asking 90 grand for a car that had like a 100-mile range. Well, I mean, you can get the standard. I guess they have like that. Gets the Polestar 2, and that's like the 4-door plain Jane, and that one is relatively inexpensive. Less than, yeah, somewhere, yeah. So it looks like I am going to be spending some time in at the post office, and maybe if I have time, get up to the taxes people because I got to take care of the taxes at my parents' old house, and I can't change my address on the website for the postal service because I changed all my payment means anyways, and you're supposed to have something that has the old address still attached to it. So I'm going to have to go to the post office and get that taken care of. And then I'm going to have to try to get up and because my escrow company is still holding the taxes anyway on the sold property. This is wonderful. Yeah, because they didn't get the right or something. They needed a bill. And for some reason, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. All I know is that my escrow company is like, hey, as soon as you get this paperwork, send it to us. And I have not gotten any paperwork. And I still have access to what's going to my old address because I can't change it. And it's like, it's the taxes. They're sending, it's like, important documents enclosed. Blah, 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 LA County Register, LA County Register. They actually even sent something there for my wife, Nicole. And I'm just like, what is up with this crap? So I guess I got to get that taken care of today. We're doing one more. Yeah, we'll do top of the 8 and then we'll bounce. The spike strips? Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. Yeah. I hate the government sometimes. Why? Let's. Can we go up to the north, maybe, or is that still in their pattern? Okay. When I start rambling. Okay. Which is still a few minutes away, like a solid probably 10. I'm hungry. Cobra. Strikes like a cobra. Oh, look, Channel 7. Oh, no, it's not. I'm glad I looked at that. I almost deleted it. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Off of Roscoe and the 405 in the air, a helicopter? I find that so hard to believe. That is difficult for me to believe. And I would love some jazz. I can't hear it. Creepy music. Definitely got to talk to him about that. I still don't know what's up with Celeste. Who's Celeste? Where's Celeste? I never got any information on Celeste. And Dylan was trying to bait me. He was like, "Oh, what do you think of that whole Kimmel thing?" And my opinion is, yeah, I don't know. It gets complicated. It's not as black and white as everybody thinks it is. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because I've really kind of looked into it, and there's a lot of evidence that it has nothing to do with politics. And if you want to drag the politics into it, the only thing I can say is goose and gander. You know, the pendulum was going to swing the other way, and of course it is. And and if you want to make it about politics and bad, well, then you're not really looking at the big picture because, anyways, yeah, it's. You know what I think about this whole thing now that I'm rambling about it and I'm putting my foot in my mouth and getting into the muck and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Stu is blah blah blah." I listened to Corolla the other day, and he actually talked about it, and he was talking about how Jimmy Kimmel is a good guy. I mean, they came up together. They came from the same guard. And he made one statement that I reflected upon myself that was a little upsetting to me because he made a comment about, Corolla, Adam is conservative, Jimmy is a little bit more liberal or is a lot more liberal, but they are still friends. And they will always be friends, and they argue about pizza toppings, but that doesn't make them not friends. And and that is kind of the same place where I am in my mind, where your politics, your religion, your pizza topping choices do not get in the way of how I view you as a person and your, if you're a friend of mine or not, period. And I wish some of my friends were more like that. That's really truly the truth. That's what I think about the Kimmel thing. I thought for a moment that it was just going to be a suspension and that it would be back on the air, but apparently not. And it is what it is. I have nothing to do with it, and my opinion isn't going to change anybody's mind. I just think that Adam Carolla's point of view was enlightening to me, and it made me a little jealous that they have that kind of friendship and that there are other people out there like me. Sadly, some of my friends are not like that. Hey, where were you this morning, Sarah? You do? I got to get ready. Maria's going to toss me. Like, she's going to hear us talking and just like be like, uh-oh. No, never ever. Please don't. It does look pretty good. And good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. That's going to be the 405 drive. And you know what? We were calling Monday Light, and then it didn't become Monday Light. But look, something must have happened because it's getting to be a little bit Monday Light once again. That's going to be the southbound 405. Usually by this point where I'm showing you right there, that backup is already huge. This morning, yeah, there's a little bit of a backup, and it continues to build, and that's usually there. But for the most part, it is a lot of the off-ramps, and is making your way over to that Sepulveda Pass. Yeah, through the pass, it is a little slow go, but it is better than usual. I'd almost call it Friday Light on a Monday. That 405 drive, better than usual northbound. Let's not even mention it because those guys got it made. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Homeward bound, I know I am homeward bound. Right. I don't think so either because, and that's the thing too. It was the reaction that, kind of was like, it was after the fact. It was the reaction was that wasn't the reaction of somebody that said something and got his way. That reaction was reaction like, oh, well, okay then, wow, that happened. Anyways, I got to say goodbye to everybody. We're going to keep the picture up as we make our way back to the ground here at Van Nuys. I left you guys with a little bombshell there, and you guys can discuss or something to think about. And I did read some of the comments. Don't bait me. Come on, man. Don't bait me. Don't bait me. Don't bait me. Don't bait me. Delta, yeah. Whatever happened, Kimmel's still around, Charlie isn't. And that's something to think about also. But at any rate, love you guys. Love your opinions. Love the fact that we can still talk about it and not worry about repercussions. And hopefully it's going to stay like that forever. I'll chat with you guys tomorrow. I'll be here. Hopefully you guys will be here as well. And as soon as we get on the ground, Robert, I'm going to knock it down. And then I got to text Jeremy because I always forget to text Jeremy, and then he keeps the feed up, and then I get in trouble. All right. See you guys. Going to knock it down.